I am Xur, Agent of the Nine, welcoming you to this week's Xur Report. As you can see, I am here in front of the big door, and I am offering lots of deals for everyone. Oh, I am going to sell many, many items that you have never seen before or will ever see again. For instance, I am going to sell a Year 9 Gallahorn. That's right, a Gallahorn from Year 9, which will do so much damage that you can destroy the Traveler with one shot. Although it does take the Wolfpack rounds to finish him off. But, yes, it will only be available for the next 10 minutes. Here from Xur. At the big door. If you come and I am not here, you missed out. Too bad. You can eat a dick.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your good friend the King, aka the Scott, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. This is the Xur Report for October 30th, 2015. And as you can see, I'm here in the tower celebrating the Festival of the Lost. Look at all of these candles. And look at these engram lanterns. Oh my, are they pretty. And of course, I am in the festive spirit by wearing my Xur mask, which I made legendary, so I'm going to get to keep this, and who knows, maybe I'll just wear it every week from now on for these reports, including this gear, and at some point maybe I'll fool a few people. But as of right now, I'm going to head to where Xur actually is this week and show you his deals. And Xur's down this way. He's in Middle Tower, right over here by the Crucible Quartermaster, and as you can see, there is a bit of a crowd. I'm going to go stand next to Xur since I look a lot like him right now. And let's see what he's got this week. And there we go. So what he's got this week, he's for the Titan, he's got the Taikonaut helmet. The helmet's worn by the first Chinese lunar colonists of the Golden Age. And as you can see, its main perk is all rocket launchers gain tracking, visible radar while zooming with heavy weapons, and heavy ammo drops more often. So, you know, this is a big one for heavy weapons and you know, gives tracking to all rocket launchers. Unfortunately, it cancels tracking if the rocket launcher already has it. So apparently it's like a toggle switch. It turns on tracking for those that don't have it, and it turns off tracking for those that do. Hopefully they fix that soon. But otherwise, you know, it's a good item to have. A good helmet. It looks kind of cool. And so, yeah, there you go. If you don't have one, grab it. It's pretty good. For the Hunter, this is a really good helmet. This is the Graviton Forfeit. It gives you Shade Step, which is the very last perk that you unlock in the Hunter's new subclass, which its name is escaping me at the moment for some strange reason. But yeah, basically it's the very last perk you open, and it allows you to basically evade. You hit circle twice, and you can evade. So it's pretty cool. This one gives it to you for free. You don't even have to have the perk unlocked, as I got this helmet week 1, and I was able to Shade Step right away. It's in the same skill set as Keen Scout, the one that allows you to see where treasure chests and stuff like spend metal is in the world on your radar. So you can keep using that with its enhanced tracker as well, and also get Shade Step. So there you go. It also looks really cool. It's got that void look to it. You know, it's really pretty awesome. I would say if you don't have that one, definitely grab it. For the Warlock, it's also a Year 2 piece. He's got a lot of Year 2 pieces this week. This is the Alchemist Raiment, and unfortunately its perk, not very good. A chance to gain Glimmer on primary ammo pickup. And also with full super orbs, recharge grenade, and melee. So I mean, that part doesn't sound too bad. Unfortunately, what it means is that when your super's charged, yeah, you can pick up orbs, but then if you use your super, those orbs are gone because you use them to charge your other powers. And of course, the main perk, Iron to Gold, the chance to gain Glimmer on primary ammo, well, most of the time when you pick up the primary ammo, if you get Glimmer, you get about 3 to 5 Glimmer. So that perk really could use a buff or a change or something. But as you can see, I'm wearing it right now. And, well, you can see it here, it's put it on me, but I'm actually wearing this right now. That's how I used my Xur suit. This one's a good mix for it. I mean, it's cool looking. It works with shaders, as you can see. You know, not the middle part. It's basically on the same level as Hardened Proxy Fire and Starfire Protocol in terms of the design, where you can't change the middle, but you can change the sides. So you know, it looks cool. It does give you special ammo or heavy ammo. You know, more of one or the other, so that's good. And this one's arc armor, but again, you can buy the needles to change that. Mine, I think it might always be arc armor. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you know, you could always use glass needles to play around with it. It's all intellect right now, though, so that's pretty good. And you can add strength, and I believe you can't get rid of the strength perk. I believe it's always strength and something else. So there you go. This one's got all intellect from the start, but you can again add strength or add more intellect to it. So that's pretty good. But again, twist fate if you want. There is no engram this week. Well, there is an engram, but of course it's the legacy engram. It's for a special. Now, normally I would say don't buy this, but there might be a few of you out here who might find the special weapon engram to be useful, just due to the simple fact that you can actually grab the House of Wolves exotics, like the Lord of Wolves or Drake's Promise or Queenbreaker's Bow, if you didn't have a chance to get all 3 of them. So you do have a chance from buying this engram. Otherwise, I would say do not buy it. I won't be buying it, but you know, it would give you a chance to get those. I believe they are in the loot pool for it. So, you know, if you don't have them, it's supposed to be weighted towards stuff you don't have, so like I said, if that's the situation you're in, pick it up. Otherwise, don't buy this. It's a year 1 weapon. Don't buy this. Unless there's a year 1 special you didn't get. Don't buy this. What you do want to buy, though, is the weapon on sale. And that is the Zalo Supercell. As you can see here, it is a primary auto rifle that has arc damage. Now, why is that so special? Well, this may end up being the only weapon in year 2 that is a primary that has an elemental damage to it. As Luke Smith, one of the designers of Destiny, said, basically, that elemental primaries are being phased out. We already see that they're not in the hard raid. They're not going to come from Trials of Osiris. So the only primary that you can get that does any kind of elemental damage is the Zalo Supercell. So there you go. Arc projectiles have a chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together. That's its main perk. But also double kills with this weapon, charge a small amount of super energy, and return ammo to the magazine. And it has persistence, so it grows more accurate the longer it's fired when you pick those perks. And as you can see here, you know, those are not selectables. In other words, you don't have a choice, but you can get Hammer Forge, which adds to range, Rifled Barrel, which also adds to a little more range at the cost of reloading being slower. But I would say at that point it's worth it. It still reloads pretty fast with that one selected. I believe that's what I have on mine. Or, of course, you can completely increase your stability by reducing magazine size. I mean, that... not a bad thing to have that completely stable. So, you know, I would say choose one of those two. Either Brace Frame or Rifle Barrel. Those two are probably the best picks there. But, again, this is a great weapon. It works well in Crucible. It works well in PvE. It's kind of cool to chain lightning to enemies. It's, you know, it's almost an extension of what the Stormcaller can do as a warlock. But, you know, it's good for all classes. It's kind of an interesting looking, you know, old school looking gun. It's fun to use. And yeah, if you don't have it, definitely grab one. Even at 280. You know, you can always infuse. or, you know, like I said, if you haven't been lucky with the engrams so far, haven't had this drop for you, well, now here you go. Let's see, he's got Plasma Drive, the blue one. He's got Void Drive, the purple. His heavy ammo, 3 of coins. Stock up on those since I really have nothing else to buy this week. Oh, the 9 don't want this. Well, I guess I'll buy some, even though I don't really need exotic engrams at this point. Why not? And, of course, some glass needles. I'll pick some of those up, but again, don't really need them.
Good.
And, of course, motes of light. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. There's some motes for me. So there we go. As you can see, a lot of new items this week. Nothing for the Festival of the Lost, unfortunately. You know, he's not selling paper glue like I had hoped. That's the only way to get that is by, you know, paying for it, literally, with silver. And so not much else there, but again, some good options for new items. Everybody has a new item this week. It's the first time he sold any of those items, so that's cool. And so that's going to do it. I'm your good friend the King, a.k.a. the Scott. Happy All Hallows Eve Eve. Hope you have a happy Halloween tomorrow. And until next week, this is the King, a.k.a. the Scott. Eat a dick.